With that down, let's move on to this. You know, I was, as I do every day, kind of smash scrolling through YouTube, and I come across this like thank you video from Chris Hemsworth, where it's just basically a lot of old footage and clips of his journey playing Thor and all this kind of stuff. And it's gotten a lot of people and outlets now talking that Chris Hemsworth has just kind of implied to everybody that Thor dies in Doomsday. Now, where's that all coming from? Like, you look at a headline like this. This is from Screen Rant writing, "Thank you for making my journey unforgettable. Chris Hemsworth shares Thor video ahead of Avengers Doomsday and reignites fears that his MCU story is now ending." Now, the reason they're saying that is because he wrote this on social media. "Playing Thor has been one of the greatest honors in my life. For the last 15 years, I've held Mjolnir and then Stormbreaker as the God of Thunder. But what made it truly special was sharing it with all of you. Your passion, your cheers, and your love for this character have meant everything to me. Thank you for making my journey through the Marvel Cinematic Universe unforgettable. Next up, Doomsday." Now, as far as I know, it's not his birthday. As far as I know, the day he dropped this did not mark any specific anniversary of his on the way and on the journey.
Was Sarah McLachlan playing over the video?
In the arms of the angel. Like, that was not part of it. And normally I'm the guy who's saying, hey, we movie fans try to read way too much into stuff. And we do. But when he's like basically putting, this sounds like a farewell letter in many ways. And here's the part that some people have really been jumping on. They are shooting Doomsday and Secret Wars concurrently. They're shooting them back to back. It's all one big production. And some people are even jumping on saying, notice he didn't say next up Doomsday and Secret Wars. He's just saying next up Doomsday.
Well, they are a year apart.
Yeah, they are 1 year apart, but they're shooting them as one big production. Now, look, let's bring some rationality into this. He does not say anywhere in there that he is leaving. There have been reports, and we've talked about Chris Hemsworth even talking about they're trying to develop a 5th Thor movie. Also him saying next up Doomsday. Well, that is literally true. Next up is Doomsday. But again, the wording of it all is a little suspicious. We say, this has been the greatest honor of my life. It's like, are we at a retirement dinner? I have to thank all of you for making this worth it. So, I mean, I don't know. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Ridge. Hey guys, listen, I love this thing. This is my Ridge wallet, and honestly, I think it's the last wallet I'll probably ever need. I used to carry around this huge, bulky leather beast stuffed with receipts, old cards, and frankly, way too much junk. It messed up my back when I would sit down on it with my back pocket, and since switching to Ridge, game changer. This thing is sleek, compact, holds up to 12 cards plus cash, and it still fits perfectly in my front pocket. I've got the carbon fiber one. It's ridiculously durable and looks amazing. You can choose from over 50 different colors and styles too. And in today's world, this part is key. It's got RFID blocking tech built in so you can keep your info safe from digital thieves. Peace of mind and style? Absolutely. Another added bonus is if you're like me and constantly misplacing your stuff, they even have an AirTag attachment so you can always know where your wallet is. And to make this even better, Ridge gives you free shipping, a 99-day risk-free trial, and a lifetime warranty on all of their products, wallets, key cases, even suitcases. Right now, Ridge is having their huge Memorial Day sale. Get up to 40% off at ridge.com/Campea. That's ridge.com/Campea. And after you buy, tell them our show sent you because it helps a lot. Rob, you read Hemsworth's statement. You saw the video. If he is saying goodbye, why would you telegraph it like this far out in advance? Or is this yet another part of Kevin Feige's strategy to keep everybody off kilter and not actually really know what's happening, what's going on, and get us talking about this so we're not talking about something else?
Flood the zone.
How do you see this whole thing? Is it a misdirect?
No, I honestly, I think in this particular case, it's exactly what, I mean, we saw both Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler make thank you letters, notes, videos for the success of Sinners. And I think if nothing else, I think Chris Hemsworth's like, you know what? He probably said, I want to give a thank. I'm really enjoying being together with my family. You know, you see pictures of some of the cast that are like in Bahrain eating with people. They're all over. He's probably having a great time and wanted to announce that, yeah, it is Avengers. I think he's planting the flag like, who are the Avengers going to be? And you're seeing lists of Sam Wilson and all these, Shang-Chi, but no one said Thor in these lists of Avengers. So he wanted to come out and say, look, I want to say thanks to the fans and tell them, yes, indeed, I'm one of the old school Avengers. I'm back in this movie. If Mark Ruffalo's not in this movie, I want everyone to know I'm in this movie. So I just kind of saw it as an affirmation of
So you think he's there on set, having a great time playing Thor again, and was just moved to say, you know what, I got to write a thank you to the fans for letting me
I'm
do
here.
this.
I'm back. Thor's back, baby. I saw a video. I put it out on Twitter. It was just some rando woman saying, I've realized what the problem with men and women are is that when if I ask my boyfriend or something, how are you feeling? And he goes, I'm a little bored. She goes, I see that meaning you're bored of me, you're bored of your life, you're bored of your entire relationship, you're bored of everything, when really he's just saying he's bored at that particular moment. And I think at this particular moment, what Chris Hemsworth was doing, you wanted to do something cool for the fans, get them talking. Thor's back in the movie. Yeah, man, we got 2 Avengers movies coming. And next up, because literally next up is Doomsday. That's literally the next movie up after Fantastic Four. I think that's all he's saying. I don't think he's saying anything about Secret Wars yet, because they probably haven't started shooting that or however that's going to work. I think he's just taking him at his word.
Now, do you recall sometime before Endgame ever came out, Chris Evans put out kind of a similar sounding social media message saying, oh, it's been great playing Captain America. I mean, he didn't explicitly say, by the way, I'm done as Captain America. He didn't say that, but he kind of put out the same kind of message, then got some people thinking, oh, he's done in Endgame. And then sure enough, we get old man Steve. But you think this is completely innocent? This is just him feeling grateful?
Oh, no.
Exercising gratitude and thanking the fans?
No one's completely innocent with something like this.
True.
This had to be approved. They had to ask for it. They did it on purpose. This was something, there's a statement being made here. Absolutely. But I think the statement that's being made is Thor's back, baby. One of the OG Avengers is definitely, because we on this show, I have asked many times on this show, who are the Avengers?
Yeah.
Who are they going to be? And you're looking at this, and I think somebody probably said, we really should start trying to gin up some interest in this movie, because who's in it? Who are the Avengers? I mean, they haven't announced Benedict Cumberbatch is coming back, and he's not even really in one of the Avengers, even though he said he could get you on the lunchbox. Well, they already have like 80 people in it. I know, but it's like, where are the Avengers? Where's the heavy hitters? If Hulk's not going to be in it, we know that Black Widow ain't in it.
Yeah.
We know that Hawkeye's probably not going to be in it. We know that Steve Rogers isn't going to be in it, and we know that Tony Stark is in it. So,
well, Chris Evans is in it.
Is he?
Oh, yeah.
But he's not playing.
We don't know.
Right, yeah.
We don't know.
Is he Captain Hydra? I mean, he's doing something.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's going to be an old school Avenger.
No, but they got a year. They got a year and a half now.
Look, there's no reason to say, this is the funny thing. Steve Rogers, Captain America, he had the Infinity Stones, he gave them back or whatever. That doesn't mean he didn't necessarily, he's in the past. Somebody could go get him. The Avengers know that Steve Rogers lived a whole secondary life. Mm-hmm. Anybody could walk through time right now, go to when he's dancing. You could have him still dancing with, Agent Carter at the end of the movie, and someone knocks on the door. Hey, buddy, we need to borrow you.
I've been saying
we're going to bring you right back.
I've been saying that this whole time. That listen, I think that maybe somewhere in this Avengers film or sometime in the future, someone's just going to go, you know what? We need Steve Rogers. And Ant-Man maybe goes back through the quantum realm and says, hey, Cap, sorry to do this to you, but we really need you right now.
Or what if, what if there's a scene where they're dancing, there's a knock on the door on that, we see the camera pull up.
And or maybe Nick Fury.
No, it's Dr. Doom.
Oh.
And he takes his mask off and Tony Stark sees his face and Chris Evans sees his face. And it's like, what's going on, Steve? Tony. Tony. And there you have Captain America's looking, and that's the opening of the movie.
That would be a good opening to the movie.
I mean, Doctor Doom shows up at that house. And
Instead of Doctor Doom showing up and wiping the floor with somebody, him like showing up at Steve Rogers' door.
I need your help.
Oh my god. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool.
I mean, that would be the kind of thing where, bam, and Peggy, I'll be back, because Steve Rogers wouldn't look at Tony if Tony Stark looks just like Doctor Doom. They're in the past. He's like, this is a new look for you. It's a suit of armor. He doesn't know who Doctor Doom is. Like I've never seen. You just look like Tony to me.
And then when does the Kool-Aid Man show up? And
oh
go,
yeah.
And Seth Rogen's
but
going,
I mean, I could see something like that happening.
Yeah, they could do something.
I mean,
along
they've
those
got to
lines.
come up with a better opening than Hawkeye at the beginning of Endgame. And if it is,
I don't know that you can top that.
Yeah, it's one of my
that
favorite movie openings of all time.
Oh my
of all
god!
time. And then cutting into Mr. Fantasy over the Marvel logo. But I mean, why you need to do something where you plant your flag at the very beginning. Like,
You gotta have a
okay,
big opening.
Here we go.
Big opening. I mean, like when you have Infinity War and you have the destruction of the Asgardian ship with Thanos,
or killing
you have
Loki, right?
What's that?
That's where
that's where Loki had
That
his
was the-
17th death.
Yeah.
And then with Endgame, you have the Hawkeye thing, which I don't think you can top that opening. But you got, this can't be a 20-minute to get into the movie kind of. You got to come right out
So
of the
you're
gate
thinking the
with
cold
something that
open.
grabs the audience by the throat, and maybe that's the
Just
death
maybe.
of Thor. I don't know. But
Well, but also Doom needs Steve Rogers.
well, let's stick
Yeah,
on the topic
yeah.
at hand, though, which
Just
is
saying,
like.
yeah,
but
it's-
ultimately, you don't think Chris Hemsworth is really saying anything. You think this is that? I don't
think
know,
it was
man.
his way of telling people I'm shooting with my old friends. We're making an Avengers movie.
All right, guys. Question is for you. What did you think of Chris Hemsworth kind of out of nowhere dropping this YouTube video and then putting out a statement like thanking everybody? This has been a great honor. Next, I don't know. Is he kind of signaling that this is going to be the end of Thor before we even get into Secret War? Or do you think this is just him kind of feeling nostalgic, being back on set, having the hammer in his hand again, and just feeling grateful and wanting to express it? Whatever you guys think, jump down into the comments section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.